The superhero's journey, finding strength through pain. In the modern world, we often hear people talk about happiness, comfort, and convenience as the ultimate goals. But what if I told you that comfort could be the very thing that's holding you back from greatness? Imagine a life without struggle, without pain, without any real obstacles. What would that life look like? It might sound like paradise, but for many, it would be a living hell. Why? Because without challenges, without adversity, we never truly grow. Andrew Tate, a controversial figure known for his brash motivational style, often emphasizes this very point: pain is a necessary part of growth. In his powerful speech, Tate discusses how suffering, rather than being something to avoid, should be embraced as a catalyst for transformation. He draws parallels to Batman, who became the hero he was because of the pain of losing his parents. Tate's message is clear: without pain, we lose the opportunity to develop into the strongest version of ourselves. The power of embracing pain. Let's face it, pain is uncomfortable. It's raw, it's brutal, and it's something we are biologically wired to avoid. But what if instead of running away from pain, we leaned into it? Tate's philosophy revolves around the idea that the worst thing that can happen to a person, especially a man, is to live a life without any significant challenges. When life is too easy, when everything is handed to you on a silver platter, you lose the edge that makes you truly alive. Imagine being born into wealth, surrounded by luxury, with no need to work, struggle, or push yourself. At first, it might seem like a dream, but that life can quickly spiral into a nightmare of dissatisfaction. You see, without purpose, without the drive to overcome obstacles, you become hollow. In Tate's words, you're going to be miserable, unhappy, and ultimately unfulfilled. The battle within: how discipline creates freedom. What separates those who succeed from those who don't isn't necessarily intelligence, talent, or even luck, it's discipline. Discipline is what drives you to wake up early, hit the gym, put in the hours of work even when you don't feel like it. It's the inner voice that tells you to keep going, even when every muscle in your body is screaming to stop. It's easy to get caught up in a culture that celebrates instant gratification, but true success often requires delaying that gratification. Tate emphasizes that to achieve greatness, one must be willing to suffer. If you can't force yourself to do the things you don't want to do, how can you ever expect to achieve anything worthwhile? This is the essence of discipline. It's about training your mind to be stronger than your emotions, to be able to push through the discomfort in pursuit of a greater goal. The mindset of a warrior, turning adversity into fuel. Life is war. Everything you want in life, whether it's financial freedom, physical strength, or meaningful relationships, requires a battle. The reason so many people fail is that they expect the path to success to be smooth. But, as Tate points out, if the journey were easy, everyone would achieve greatness, and it would mean nothing. The concept of war in Tate's speech is not about violence, but about the relentless pursuit of your goals. It's about understanding that everything you want is also desired by others, and you have to outwork, outsmart, and outlast the competition. The beautiful woman, the dream car, the successful business, they are all coveted by countless others. In this world, you either rise to the challenge or get left behind. Tate shares a personal story about doing push-ups in jail. To many, this might sound absurd, but to him, it was a metaphorical battle. It wasn't about the push-ups themselves but about maintaining a mindset of relentless self-improvement. In his mind, he believed that there was a set number of push-ups that he needed to complete to earn his freedom. It was a mental exercise in discipline, proving to himself that even in the most constrained environments, he still had control over his actions. The importance of brotherhood and collaboration. No man is an island. While Tate speaks often about self-discipline and personal responsibility, he also highlights the value of brotherhood. Life, after all, is not a solo mission. There are areas where we are weak, and there are areas where we excel. By teaming up with others who complement our strengths, we can achieve far more than we ever could on our own. Tate talks about how he and his brother found strength in their unity. They didn't come from wealthy families, nor did they have any significant advantages, but through sheer determination and a shared vision, they were able to build the lives they wanted. This principle applies to all of us. If you lack something, find someone who has it. Together, you can overcome obstacles that would be insurmountable on your own, turning weaknesses into strengths. Many people go through life feeling defeated by their circumstances, whether it's being too short, too poor, or too uneducated. But Tate believes that every disadvantage can be turned into a unique advantage. If you're short, become stronger and wealthier than your taller peers. If you're poor, Focus on building an iron will and developing skills that are valuable. In every perceived weakness lies an opportunity for greatness. Tate's message isn't just about physical strength or wealth, it's about mental fortitude. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It rewards those who can find a way, even when the odds are against them. The question is, are you willing to put in the work to transform your disadvantages into your greatest strengths? The elixir of pain, how suffering builds resilience. The central theme of Tate's speech is that pain is a critical component of success. It's not just a byproduct of the journey, it's the fuel that drives it. Every successful person has gone through periods of intense suffering. The difference is that they didn't let that pain break them. Instead, they used it as fuel to push harder, to go further, to become better. Tate argues that suffering is one of the most important elements in the formula for success. It's through enduring hardship that we develop resilience, courage, and an unbreakable will. When you face adversity, don't shy away from it. Embrace it as a gift, because it's shaping you into the person you're meant to be. Final thoughts: becoming the best version of yourself. In the end, Tate's message is not just about becoming wealthy, strong, or powerful. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, whatever that may look like for you. The journey to greatness is not an easy one. It's filled with pain, failure, and moments of self-doubt. But if you can learn to embrace these challenges, to use them as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You have one life, and you have the power to decide what you do with it. Will you settle for mediocrity? Or will you rise to the challenge and become a hero in your own story? The choice is yours. But remember, greatness is never given, it's earned through discipline, sacrifice, and a relentless drive to overcome. Embrace the struggle, lean into the pain, and transform yourself into the person you were always meant to be.